We don't take narcissistic abuse as seriously as we should. When you tell people the mental and verbal abuse that you endured, it's not looked at as something serious because it's not always physical. See, physical abuse, you have pictures. Oh, he punched me in the face. You can take that to the police station. You can take him to court for that. There's no evidence really of narcissistic abuse in the mental and verbal abuse you endure, the psychological abuse. And a lot of people who haven't experienced it really just don't understand the victims. So I just want to help with that. I think we need to educate more. This is why I speak about narcissistic abuse, not just for the victims, but for the people that don't even understand that these people exist. Right now, there is a narcissist in your life, and you probably don't know that because you don't know that demon. You understand what I'm saying? Because to the outside world, the narcissist is the nicest, kindest, sweetest person. But behind closed doors, they are demons. So I made a post. The post is labeled Narcissistic Abuse, and it's 2025 Exposing Narcissists. And I want to read some of the comments. I got a lot of comments under that post, and I want to read some of the comments to help people who've never experienced understand exactly what we go through with a narcissist. Someone wrote, "I wouldn't wish that kind of experience on anyone." Then you find out they've been doing it to others to survive the whole time. It's wild. Yes, they're victims. You're not the first. There were many before you, and there will be some after you. "I still grieve the man that never existed. The 13 years I spent with him was all an illusion." Your relationship with a narcissist is an illusion. And once you take yourself out of that illusion, you realize that you were in hell, while the narcissist painted a picture, an illusion of you being in heaven. Once you step outside of the illusion, that's when you realize you were in hell. You need to experience them to understand. They literally ruin you psychologically. They fuck your mind up. Someone wrote, "It's the scariest thing I have ever experienced." Someone else wrote, "I'm finally coming out of it after 3 years, now in a phase of trying to make peace that everything was a lie and I was living a whole different reality than he was." Someone wrote, "The life of the party, folks. When they're the center of attention, fun, loud, etc. in public, that's them. Narcissists have to be the center of attention. They love attention. It boosts their ego. They need to be liked. They do everything in their power to be liked by everyone and to be the center of attention. That is an ego boost for them. They hate themselves. Therefore, everyone else has to like them to feed into them." Someone wrote, "Satan wants to make it feel whatever experience you had was not real. It wasn't your reality, but we know what happened." Yeah, dealing with this demon will take you out of your own reality and make you think that their reality is your reality, and what you experience, you really didn't fucking experience. It's wild. They start with isolation. This is subtle at first, but it's a huge red flag. Then comes the manipulation, then the control, then the destruction. It's no joke. Yes, people don't know the pain that comes with them, the deep wounds they cause that scar you forever, the trauma bond you have, the drain you feel, the way they make you crazy. While people may have narcissistic traits, dealing with a full-blown narcissist, they are truly evil. This is facts. Someone wrote, "We will not be silenced anymore." The thing about dealing with narcissistic abuse, a lot of survivors and a lot of victims, they don't speak about it. They are afraid to speak about what they experienced. But this is a new day and age, baby. We talking up. You know, we're healing out loud. We're speaking about our experiences. Someone wrote, "I made every excuse and gave every opportunity for them to prove me wrong, and I swear, with everything in me, they kept getting worse and their demons exposed them as clear as day. Dealing with them long enough, they hide those demons the first 3 to 6 months. And the more entrapped you become, those demons come out to play and they don't give a fuck. They doing backflips, they playing all in your face, those demons. It gets terrible. And when you heal out loud and tell your story and experiences with a narc, that's when a narc's biggest smear campaign. That's when they put on the biggest smear campaign to try to control the narrative and make us to be the villains. They're deflecting away from themselves to avoid accountability for their actions. A narcissist will start a smear campaign against you. They start that smear campaign before you even leave, because one thing about a narcissist, they know that your relationship is not going to last. When you're in a serious relationship with a narcissist, they know at some point this is going to end. So they start that smear campaign while you're still in a relationship without you even knowing. They're already turning people against you, telling them little things, so that when you walk away or when they discard you, they can say, I told you they was this, this, and that. And they are always the victim. They have a victim mentality. You will always be the villain in a narcissist story, always. Someone put in a healing or recovery time after the abuse is long. At least it was for me. Healing from narcissistic abuse is a lot. Now, when you're physically, and I'm not comparing the two or saying one is better than the other, but when you are physically abused, you have a black eye, that black eye is going to heal, that broken bone is going to heal before you heal from the traumas mentally of narcissistic abuse. Just recently been able to give a label to what I've been experiencing for a decade. I've never used the word narcissist a day in my life. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't understand what it was until I dealt with one. Right, they do the same thing like textbook. There are different types of narcissists, and I love that people are waking up. There are different types of narcissists, but everything they do is textbook. So when we share our stories, they're all in one. It's the same thing. They all behave the same way. It is the same demon in a different vessel. It's so scary when you start putting it together, and it's so hard to grasp and believe. They love disrupting your peace and then becoming the hero to fix the problems they directly cause you. This is like Psych 101. They are such master manipulators and use reverse psychology on you to a point of fucking no return. It's such a traumatic experience, and I was so deep in it to the point I couldn't even see what was happening around me. My healing journey has been a roller coaster because of years of abuse. This abuse, it's not an easy thing to heal from. And people are like, well, why don't you just leave? Why would you put up with it? It's like you are mentally fucked up in that relationship, and you have to rebuild yourself in order to leave. You get stripped of everything you are, who you are. You don't even understand what's going on around you for you to leave the situation. You understand? They make you think that the abuse is something good. The things that they're doing, you start to think it's something like it's mentally even, and anyone who knows me knows how strong of a woman I am. I am a strong motherfucking woman. This shit fucks you up psychologically. It is spiritual warfare. But I wanted to share these posts, these comments from this post, because a lot of people really don't understand what we go through psychologically when dealing with narcissistic abuse. So check that post out and read some of the comments. Also, if you don't know, I did write a book. It's an ebook. It's a memoir of my experience of narcissistic abuse. It's called Sacred Exit, and it's basically my spiritual journey through narcissistic abuse. Because another thing about dealing with a narcissist, it awakens you. It awakens you. It sparks you. Like it's really an activator for you. It's spiritual. It's spiritual. So you can look at that post, check out the comments. The ebook is linked in my profile.